What's up? Let's talk this boxing this morning. Hope all is well with everybody. Yes, sir. We are back with the morning show. Gabe Rosado, Daniel Jacobs. Did you guys see the fight? What's going on, Rob G Film? What's going on, Mr. Pedraza? Smooth Groove Boxing in the building. We back for another. Oop, let me hit this mute, man. Yeah, man, it's absolutely crazy, dude. I can't believe that dude looked that bad, man. Like, what happened to him, dude? What happened to him? Cecil Fielder in the building. What's going on? D'Avion Bible. What's going on, man? Reggie the Tree. What's good, man? How you feeling? All right. Yeah, man. Gabriel Rosado beat that dude last night, man. Like, I think he won the fight. Straight up. No, I didn't have him winning. I had him losing. I thought Gabriel Rosado outboxed him. And I thought that Daniel Jacobs looked absolutely confused. I think he looked absolutely confused, man. You know? And it was terrible. Like, dog, you better go hire Andre Rozier back. But see, that's what's going on, man. See, he disrespected Andre Rozier, treated Andre Rozier like that. 2 fights later, he looks like shit. Got the money, got the big head. Dog didn't look like he took Gabe Rosario seriously. Didn't look like he really worked or trained or game planned for him. Just treated him like he was going to run through him. And dog lost that fight. You know, I respect the outcome of the decision. And I think that what's going on, Sam Ortiz, man? Shout out to the Bronx, man. Thank you guys for coming, hollering at me early in the morning. Look, man, I know I'm a boxing addict and not everybody else is. So, the fact that you guys will be up with me early in the morning talking, letting me share my thoughts with you. Thank you guys very, very much, man. I really appreciate it. Johnny Player said, Jacobs looked terrible in all his major fights in the last 3 years. But at the same time, man, he is a tremendous overachiever. Like a tremendous overachiever. He took his Cinderella story, and because I am very happy, man, that the dude made it through cancer. That's a very, very serious thing, man. And for him to make it back from there, I mean, I think that Smooth Groove Boxing said, we're riding with you, Fannon Don. Thanks, man. I need it because there's a lot of people riding against me. I'll tell you that. Like, I will tell you that. I never thought I would experience that. But at the same, experience it again. Because I've experienced it throughout my whole life, dog. But yeah, dog, I know. But it's whatever, dog. It's like, I don't hear or see people because it's really just me. Me and Sneaky Punch. Me and Sneaky Punch handling BI. That's what we're about right now, dog. Me and Sneaky Punch handling business. I'm going to premiere that. So for all of the channel members, I hope you guys have had an opportunity to see the episode 1. Episode 2 is going to be coming out next week. But I'm going to do a premiere at noon of episode 1. So you guys should be able to see it. You should be able to see it on the premiere. But if you do not watch the premiere, you are not going to see it. Okay? Because as soon as I put that shit up and it gets done, when it gets done, it is getting put on it's getting put back into members. So you will not be seeing it. You niggas will not be cutting and pasting and chopping it and all that kind of shit, dog. Unless you pay me by being a member. Dark Substance in the building. What's going on, man? I'm chilling, dude. Just talking about this boxing. And you guys can hit me with any questions you want. Any questions you want. Anything you guys want to talk about. I'm okay talking about. The topic is just like tunnel vision. Here we go with tunnel vision. Fannon, you think Jacobs is staying at the zone? That was the last fight on his contract. I don't know, man. I don't know why the zone would want him back after that. And I don't know why the zone would want him back. I don't know why the zone would want Chris Mannix back. And I don't know why the zone would want that other guy back that was calling the fight along with Sergio Mora. I thought what they were doing was definitely fucking disrespectful, dog. Like monstrously disrespectful to Sergio Mora, man. Sergio Mora is the only guy out there like that really, 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 really knows what it's like to be in the ring. And I think when you're talking about things going on in the ring, you got to give fighters their credit, and you got to step off. Depending on how high ranking that fighter is, the more you should step off. You know what I'm saying? So, I try my best to do that, man. Like, I talk about stuff outside the ring. I'm more than happy to get into it with Andre Ward or anybody else on something outside the ring. By the way, I got so much respect for Andre Ward, dude. That guy's an incredible athlete and a father and a person. And I'm telling you, dude, I think very, very highly of Andre Ward, man. I may disagree with him in some of the things he's doing in his job, but dude, I really, really respect Andre Ward, man. So if anybody listens to this chat, knows Andre Ward, because I suspect that he's heard some of the things that I've said, man, it's just one thing, dog. It's just one topic we can disagree on, man. Don't mean I don't support you 100 miles an hour and everything else you do, because I really do. Same thing with Terence Crawford. Smooth Groove Boxing says, how do I become a member? You can either join the Patreon or you can go to the member, because the video is also on Patreon. So you can go to Patreon, or you can go to get on a computer, go to the members channel, and then go to my screen, I think, homepage, and then you got to hit join. But it should be something underneath that to allow you to join the channel. But you guys are definitely going to get like all the original shit that we do, like all of the original docuseries and documentaries that we do in association with Sneaky Punch. You guys, channel members and Patreons, will always see that first. And then it's going to be made available to the general public through Sneaky Punch. That's our arrangement. Just so you know. But it's going to be a lot of really good stuff, man. So definitely join the members if you're not, or join the Patreon. I don't mind either or. Okay, either one is fine. And you will get to see the video. You're just not going to see it as soon as these guys see it. And if anybody has seen the video, tell me if you've seen the video and if you thought it was good. Because I got to keep it away from the trolls. See what I mean? Like, those troll accounts aren't going to be able to get like 60, 70 people to become members and then troll in the members. They can only troll from like the community settings page. You know what I mean? It's a troll-free experience. That's what I'm trying to give you. A troll-free experience. But that's how you do it, man. Charlo knocks out Jacobs. I don't know. I think a Jacobs comes prepared differently against Charlo. I just think he was unprofessional, and I don't think he prepared for that fight. Like, I think Daniel Jacobs thought that shit was going to be like that, like the fight with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He probably thought that Rosado was easier than Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And Rosado was a better fighter than Julio Cesar Chavez. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is garbage. Complete garbage. Rosado was a tough fighter, and Rosario can box. And that's what Rosario did. He just boxed. He was like, he went the distance. He never attacked him. I think maybe Daniel Jacobs thought he was going to talk him into like just being reckless and recklessly attacking him. And Rosario and Jason Rosario, Gabe Rosario, showed that Philly boxing. Like, nah, dog, I can fight too. I can box. And let me score. So let me get some rounds on you, homie. And Gabe Rosado, even though he's lost, dude, he's fought everybody, man. He fought a lot of guys. Congratulations to Gabriel Rosado, because he came out looking good. And that's how you should fight, Gabe. Fuck trying to make everybody happy and make the fight all exciting and all that shit. You beat that dude, and Daniel Jacobs should be asking for a rematch. Come in there and clean that shit up, because that was just sloppy. That was a sloppy performance, dog. Like, that was a sloppy performance. But then again, maybe he just didn't deal with somebody that didn't come at him. Just didn't come at him and boxed him. Sergey Derevyanchenko is coming at you. He knew Sergey Derevyanchenko. He knew how. That's something Charlo said about him. Charlo's like, Daniel Jacobs knew Sergey Derevyanchenko. They trained together, so he's prepared for Sergey Derevyanchenko. He wasn't prepared for Gabriel Rosado. I don't think he anticipated that Gabriel Rosado had that much boxing skill. And also that tells you that Daniel Jacobs' boxing skill was a little overrated. You know, Jacobs talked all that BS, and yeah, dog, and that dude, hey, Rosado, you keep saying Rosario, my bad, man. Rosado, not Rosario. Who am I talking? Rosario. I'm sorry, I'm thinking Jason Rosario and Gabe Rosado. Did I put the shit in there wrong? No, I put Rosado in there. Yeah, I'm just fucking it up right now. I can't hate on him for being robbing the zone blind. Nah, man, he got that money, dog. He got that dough. Good job, Daniel. But you should have paid. But he should have paid up, dog. He should have paid Andre Rozier. That's the shady thing, man. That's the shady thing. He's lucky to get out of there with a win. He's lucky to get out of there with a win. Michael Jordan said, "I think Jacobs is done." I don't know. I mean, I hope not. What's going on? Junior the Truth, what's good, man? How you feel? He says, "Salute, family." What's good, man? How about it? What's up, Fannon? You know, I'm jealous. Petty man. What's good with you? What's good with you, Junior the Truth? Hope life's treating you well, man. I heard you might have been a little under the weather for some days. I hope you're feeling much better, man. And I will co-sign that it is absolute ludicrous. Yeah, man. Junior the Truth in the building, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to Junior the Truth, man. Comes on at 6:30 in the morning, Monday through Friday, man. And as does an incredible show. Oh, but I'm watching Tyson. Yeah, I'm gonna watch Tyson. I can't help it. I'm gonna watch Mike Tyson, Roy Jones. I'm gonna give them my money for one last time. They getting in there and risking it, so I'll give them their money. You know what I'm saying? It's $50. It's worth their money. You know what I mean? The poor performance was because of no fans. No, that's a poor performance, man. Like, you don't get no credit for that. Like, there ain't nobody's fighting in front of them. Everybody's fighting in the same situation. You got to be able to get up, man, and do your job, man. I really can't go with that, man. Cone Imba, I really can't go with that, man. Even though I do suspect that you're somebody that's been kicked out before. That's the, what do you call that shit? Oh, I'm watching Nate Robinson. That's what's up. Yes, sir. Milwaukee J said, "Stop blocking over opinions. Canelo is better than Charlo." Yeah, first of all, you ain't blocked for that, Milwaukee J. But, you know, you really need to blame that on the trolls. Like, it's not our fault. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's a lot of opinions. Like, if somebody said that Deontay Wilder is a scumbag ducker who had cheated with iron rods and you talk all bad about his mama, that's an opinion too. But we'll throw you out for an opinion. You know what I mean? Like, you're confusing my channel with yours. See what I'm saying? Like, you got things confused, homie. I will throw you out for your opinion if it's stated in a disrespectful manner. That is not, dog. They didn't block you yesterday, Milwaukee J, or you wouldn't be here. You got timed out, dog. Stop being a pussy, okay? You got timed out. Get your terms right, man. Stop it. Oops, sorry, man. I hope my wife didn't hear that. I got to remember my wife can hear what I'm saying. And I mean, I apologize for calling you a pussy, dude. I shouldn't have called you that. It was way over the top. Shouldn't have called you a pussy. My bad, dog. That's unacceptable, dog. I'll edit that out, dog. Chris Ray said 300 watching, 100 likes. Don't forget to hit that like to help Fannon International Boxing Channel with YouTube's algorithm. Thank you, man. Yeah, hit that like button, dog. Hit that like button, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But anyway, let's get back into this fight conversation, dog. Let's get back into this fight conversation. Bebop. Hey, dog, it's just what it is. Sometimes, you know, you just got to stop that, dog. You got to stop it. But yeah, man, I don't really think that the problem with Gabe Rosado, I got it right, with Daniel Jacobs in that fight. I think it was his training and his preparing for Gabe Rosado, because it looked like he was expecting to counter him. And when Gabe Rosado did not give him enough opportunities to counter him by moving, you know, by staying out of range, staying on the edge of range, you know, that type of distance, when I do believe that Daniel Jacobs might have thought that he was going to spend more time, you know, in close range or mid-range, therefore allowing him to hit him to make Gabriel Rosado pay for being too aggressive. And that didn't work because Rosado was like, no, he was picking and choosing the times to attack. So really, Gabriel Rosado outthought. He wasn't more skillful than Daniel Jacobs. He just outthought him. And he prepared better for the fight. And yeah, he said Brian Corbett, he looked gas. Yeah, and that was another aspect probably of it as well. He didn't know how. He probably looked like he just lost the weight. Like he probably just got rid of the weight and really didn't train. And so he wasn't as strong, wasn't as willing to really go at it like that. You know? Yeah, exactly, Brian Corbett. Man, Byron Chambliss in that building. He said, you hit hard with that one. He said, you hit hard with that one. I keep cooking. Yeah, man, you know, so much love in that super chat, man. Thank you so much for the support, man. Oh, and also to the people who gave in the Cash App, I got to make sure I gave some, because the Cash App I've been slow on. And Cash, there you go. See, I got one that I missed. My man, Bruce Young. Man, get out of here with that shit. Man, I think my phone be acting funny. That's what I was talking about. Let me see. What happened? Oh, dope. Yeah. Okay, I got what I needed. All right. Come on. I'm trying to get to this Cash App thing. I'm not as good with Cash App, but I really would prefer you guys use that. This shit is way, 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 way better. Ticket TV was right. Bruce Young said, longtime fan and supporter, stay up, man. Thank you so much, man, for your support, dude. It is greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated, man. Y'all, you guys make us not have to fake shit. Just straight up, tell you the truth. Real enables real. Thank you for the real support, dog. I appreciate that, man. Mike in that super chat from yesterday said, do your thing from a Cali dude. Yeah, that's my man when I was talking about California and how I don't really know California dudes. Like, I don't understand them. Not like they're bad dudes or I don't respect them. I respect the shit out of cats from California. But, you know, as far as like just understanding them and knowing where they're coming from all the time, I'm not as quick with California dudes. And that was what Mike was talking about, man. Mike, thank you so much, man, for the support in the super chat. I mean, in the Cash App. And then oh, man, Byron Campbell's, man, God, dog, man, thank you so much, man. He said, for the cause, man, thank you so much for the support. That shit is absolutely huge, man. You in there in absolutely gigantic fashion. Thank you, man. Much love in that super chat, dude. I mean, in the Cash App, man. And then to my man, Raheem from yesterday, much love in that super chat, man. I mean, in that Cash App, dog. Thank you so much. I know it's soft to put hearts, but I'm gonna do hearts because it's there. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll do a yellow man's thumb up in the middle of the chat. Anyway, much love. Thank you guys so much for your support. Now let's get back to crack-a-lacking on these dudes' chin. Yeah, Daniel Jacobs needs to be more professional, man, and he needs to make up with Andre Rozier and get that dude back in his corner or get somebody else. Hey, Coach Sheldon Harris, man. This is for you, man. This is for Coach and Coach alone. If you're here, Coach, hit that link, dog. I'd like to say what's up to you, man. I ain't seen you in a while, man. Impromptu Saturday morning invite link to my man, Coach Sheldon Harris, man. Jump on in the link, man. Let's chop it up for a couple minutes, man. Hop on in, man. It's been a while, man. We got to make sure you guys remember the great Coach Sheldon Harris, dog. He would be on OG Boxing Talk with me on a regular basis, man. But I don't do OG Boxing Talk no more. So, you know, we just let cats chop it up in this morning. And yeah, there you go, man. Bro, you and Blue should make a documentary on the boxing in the pandemic. What do you think about that? I got a documentary. Yeah, if Blue wants to make one, I got the production for it. For sure. But as far as that, yeah, man, I've got like maybe 6 projects going. Like there's about 6 projects going. So I think you guys will like the projects that are coming up, man. I really do. But I'm going to get Coach Sheldon Harris's thought on. Hey, what's the coach for the questions for Coach Sheldon Harris, man? The Charlos are bullies, man. The Charlos, yeah, sir. Coach Sheldon Harris in the building. What's good, man?
Man, what's going on? I'm D Fannon, the God dog.
Man, the Fannon, man, get the fuck out of here, coach. You welcome on here every fucking time, dog. Don't do me like that. What's good, coach?
Man, what's good, man? I'm just sitting, man, listening to you talk about this Rosado fight, man, or Jacobs Rosado, man.
Yeah, so what were your thoughts on it? Did you see it?
Yeah, it was disappointing, man. I even put a video up, man, because a damn Jacobs trainer asked him. He said, "Man, did you bet on the fight?"
Put your video. Hey, somebody get Coach's channel and put Coach's channel in the comment section, man. Because I want to tell you guys something else, man. Coach Sheldon Harris is the shit with that MMA. Like, that's why you guys might not see Coach all the time, because he spends a lot of time talking about MMA. Dude is a for real MMA expert, man. And like as far as like that's the only dude I listen to. Fuck Arawi. What's his name? Arawi. What's his name?
Area Hawani.
Yeah. Fuck that dude, dog. Yeah, I'm talking about my man Coach. What'd you say?
Yeah, let's do with that big ass nose, man.
Yeah. Hey, don't make fun of niggas with people with big noses, dog. I take that shit personally, dog.
Yeah, man.
Cause you know I got a schnoz. I ain't ashamed of it though.
Hey, man. Hey, you know, we ain't looking at you. We're looking at the content, baby. We're looking at the content.
Hey, dog, but I used to have this joke for that shit.
Yeah,
I used to have a joke where my wife might hear, dog. It was perfect for spacing. it was a perfect buffer, dog, when I used to get them gals. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, go, man. Coach, what'd you think about the fight, dog? Oh, check your Cash App for sure, man. Hey, dude, thank you guys so much for going to the Cash App. Because I am raising money for a cause, and this shit does not get taxed like that shit gets taxed. You know the way the YouTube works now? They are taxing the shit out of motherfuckers, dog.
Yeah, they taxing pretty hard, man.
They taxing hard, dog. Like hard.
Like I give my channel donations over to fighters, but you know they be like, man, I thought you said it was $400. Taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
30%, and then they'll take their taxes out now. But it's whatever. I don't mind it. I love the super chats. Please keep supporting. But what we can do, coach, is if you want to raise money for the fighters, dog, just come on over here, man. Let's do an MMA show every once in a while. And just do it. You know what I mean? I don't mind doing it, dog. Like, we can do an MMA show. I just don't know shit about MMA. But we can be like, coach, chop it up and see who can come through, and cats donated, you can give it all to the fighter. Right there, off the Cash App. Whoever Cash App, matter of fact, put your Cash App in there now.
Yeah, well, you know, I was gonna ask for yours, man, because you know you're doing it for you, and I ain't want to impinge on that because it's something important. Like we can do MMA later, man.
Dog, you a real dude, man.
Yeah,
you're a real dude, dog. I have no problem whatsoever helping fighters out in MMA. I don't mind it at all. Like I'm here to support black fighters. I definitely want to support you and supporting MMA fighters, man. It's all good. I mean, dude, the people support people over here, man. So I see you grinding over there and working really hard on your channel. And sometimes, man, cats need to support you. Like, support Coach. Just support Coach. If you support Coach, then Coach is going to support the fighters. That's how that shit should work, man.
Oh, hell yeah. Hey, there it is. Damn, Phenomenon International.
Hey, for real. Like, think about this, Coach. I mean, dude, you are the top black MMA dude. Like, you're the only dude that I listen to from MMA. And that's a huge fucking sport. If people support you and support your content, then dude, like, I don't know what's going on in MMA, but I know that there's probably some of the same shit going on over there that there's going on over here. So
yeah,
I think
the same thing. It's the same thing. Yep. Only thing is that we get the fights we want to see over there, but you know they do black fighters. You know they try to do them wrong, man. Especially when they get in trouble. You know.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, man. Much love in that super chat, man. In the Cash App. Thank you so much for your support. And man, what's going on, Cesar Cabello, man? You must be blocked, dude. I gotta get this shit out. Gotta get you back, man. Hey, Cesar Caballero. Sorry, I fucked your name up. Cesar Caballero, y'all must have blocked him or something because he can't comment. No blocks, just timeout, please, because that does get guys. And thank you so much for the support. But let's move back over there to the fight, man. So what did you think happened with Danny Jacobs, man?
Yeah, man, it was poor performance, man. You know, the guy, first of all, he ain't even listen to his corner, man. You know, it's corny even trying to tell him, look, man, this is what you need to do, man. You know, pump that jab, set him up, and come back over top with the right. You know, he's sitting there trying to interject. Oh, well, you know, I saw his hand down, you know, so, you know, I just want to throw the right hand, and, you know, I seen his hand down. You know, and I start thinking, I'm like, Danny Jacobs is an asshole. Like, you know, even Gabe Rosado was trying to walk up to him, you know, holler at him after the fight. And, you know, he just kind of ignored Gabe Rosado, man, just kind of, you know, shoot him off. Like, and I'm like, damn, this dude ass. You know, and he don't listen, you know, and I'm starting to think, man, that this is probably some of the things that him and Andre Rozier had going on. And I think maybe Andre Rozier just got tired, man. Just like, shit, you don't listen. Damn, big ear, you know, oh, big ear motherfucker, you don't listen. What's wrong with you? You know, like, just don't listen. And then, you know, he was just chilling like, okay, well, I got this in the bag, you know. I got this fight in the bag. I'm like, man, what the hell is he doing, man? Throw some punches. Do something. I mean, I thought the fight, it was a close fight, man, but I was starting to give it to Gabe Rosado at the end.
Man, look, man, the part about not listening, one thing I will tell you, dude, that I heard him say that was kind of got me when they were making fun of each other's teeth. And he's like, man, this is 30. What did he say? This is just like 30,000 in my mouth or something. Like, he talked about his teeth, and he was like, man, this is like a $30,000 mouth set of teeth. And I was like, damn, dog, I know you could have got some shit for less than $30,000, but why are you bragging about the cost of your teeth? Clearly the dude is very, very wealthy, man. And I think he did a great job. I mean, it was really smart how he made his money. Like, going to the zone, fighting. I mean, he got all the fights too. I mean, he got Sergey Deverenchenko, he got Canelo, he got Gennady Golovkin, you know, and then he even got Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. I mean, that's just a lot of really good fights that he made a lot of money on, man, and he might just be done. What do you think about Charlo and Jacobs, man?
Man, Charlo gonna put this dude through the canvas, man. Look, man, he come in there with that little tactic and, you know, that big ear logic. He done. Okay. I seen all I need to see. Okay. Charlo gonna knock this guy out, man. And a matter of fact, man, that's the fight we need to be pushing for. You know, I was getting pissed off because on the zone, you know, Sergio Mora, you know, he was sitting there, oh man, you know, he ain't gonna get to fight Billy Ho Saunders. He don't get to fight Mr. Billy Ho Saunders. Well, I don't really want to see him fight Billy Ho. Actually, I want to see him fight one of the Charlos, man. Because, you know, it's kind of finally time for the Charlos to start getting the fights, man. These big fights. These guys, they pay their dues, man. You know, these dudes need to start getting their just due and getting these damn mega fights because, you know, they can't get Canelo in the ring. They can't get Gennady Golovkin. They can't get them guys. They can't get Billy Joe Saunders. So, I mean, hell, you know, who can, you know, what, you know, what in the hell are the Charlos supposed to do, man? You know, they need somebody too. They need a big name. And Jacobs, boy, he right for the picking right now.
Is he?
Yeah, man. Jacobs right for the picking, man. He right. I'm talking about if this the time they want to knock him out, this the times for now I start talking me some shit to him. Hey, you big dopey ass there, motherfucker. Look, I'm gonna come over here and I'm finna deal with you right now. I'm finna deal with you. It's gonna be you and me, and I'm gonna knock you out. That's the first thing I say to him. Let Gabe Rosado do that to you? Is that what you did? You let Gabe do that to you? Oh man, yeah, I'm coming for you now. You know what? And then speaking of Canelo, I wouldn't be surprised if he went out there and said, "Hey, Gabe Rosado, let's fight, man."
Oh, Canelo?
Yeah, he'd probably say, "Hey, you know, Gabe, let's fight, man."
Man, I'm having a hard time, man. Coach, what you think? I'm having a hard time with that with the Canelo Liam Smith. Because I think Liam Smith is trash, man. Like, hey, much love in that super chat. CMB 22 Lee said, I don't understand why Daniel Jacobs gets so much credit. I know he clipped Peter Quillen in the first round. Who else did he beat? Well, he did beat Sergey Deverenchenko, and many people thought he did well or did enough to beat Gennady Golovkin. But, you know, a lot of things happen, man, when you know, you get a win or you do well against somebody that was a hype job. You know, in Gennady Golovkin, because Gennady Golovkin was a hype job. Who fuck got it? Of all the people to ask questions, and I know I'm not being aggressive at you, CMB, but of all the people that people ask, like, who has he fought? Gennady Golovkin has got to be the number one guy to say, who is he really beating? His best win is Daniel Jacobs. And quite honestly, it looked like Gabe Rosado damn near just did just as good. Except for the knockdown. That shit is terrible, man.
Man, that was terrible as hell, man. And
Yeah,
then
Ace Double Standard said Jacobs beat unbeaten Deverenchenko. Yeah, but dog, that was the same guy was in his camp. So he knew exactly how to beat him. Like, because they fought in the same camp. So there was no mystery to get to Derevenchenko. That the fight against this dude, oh my God, man. Go ahead, coach. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, nah, I'm just listening to you finish cooking, man. Shoot.
Oh, that's good, man. But hey, man, you got anything else you want to talk about? Anything you really want to get off your chest, man? Because I ain't gonna string you for a long time, dog. Because I know you weren't prepared for the show. But come on again, man. And we can definitely do an MMA show.
Man, we got to do that. Hey, for now, I want to cook on one more issue, man.
Yeah, go roll.
One more issue. This boy Bud Crawford. Oh, you know, and I gave him a name now, man. I call him Bojangler Buck 2, Buttermouth Biscuit Head Bud, man. First of all, you know, I don't like the way. First of all, I don't like the way
beans, man.
Yeah, man. I don't like the way how they attack. You know, you see the Bomac, attack you inadvertently, and you kind of knew who they were talking about, you know. But I didn't like that. And then number two,
Bomac attacked me.
Well, you kind of know who he was talking about, okay?
No, I don't. I didn't listen to him. What did he say? I need information because I don't pay attention to niggas at all.
He did an interview, and I got the feeling, okay, from the way he was talking, I felt like he was inadvertently talking about you or Blue Blood. It was one of the two. So I kind of deduced because I figured out, man, that so many people, man, they get on you so much about just speaking your mind. So I look at it like this, man, okay? Biscuit Mouth Bud. The first thing about him, man, is that first, you know, you say that people don't support you. We try to support you. We sat and we told you for years that this dude Bob Arum is doing nothing for you. Then, you know, Bud run around here saying, well, you know, I ain't nobody finna interview me, man. If you can't respect me as a man, well, hell, Bob Arum don't respect you as a man. Okay, nigga, Bob Arum don't respect you as a man. So you still do business with Bob Arum, who don't respect you as a man. Then you come out and say, oh, well, Bob got a good heart. And after you said that, Bob came out and still shitted on you. Okay, Bud? Bob shitted on you. People say, man, why are you going in on this brother? Fuck Bud. Okay, and you know what? And forget about all this, you know, he's my brother. Nah, man, Spence, that's my brother. Deontay Wilder, that's my brother. Let me tell you why. Because they respect us and they respect their people, okay? Bud don't respect us, and it's a matter of time. And Bud gonna come crawling back, man. I need to support my people. Well, Bud, you had a chance, but you chose to re-sign with Top Rank. I mean, and now what's next, Bud? You know, you said the PBC fighters don't want to fight you. Well, I like to see what he gonna do for now, because I'm sick of this dude, man. I'm sick of his family taking up for him, man. No, man, why don't y'all talk about why you signed that shitty ass contract, and you know, and why are you there with that shitty promoter that don't care about you? I mean, seriously, man. And I'm not trying to be mean to him. I'm not trying to put him down. It's just, this is stupid, man. It's dumb. It's dumb to excommunicate us because I got plenty of Bud videos for now. Lots of them. I'm talking about like I did a Bud Crawford intro video. You know, like I was like on a Bud. Man, that was my dude. And then to see the way he been acting and conducting himself, man, I had to get off the Bud train. I had to get off that train, but for now, I'm gonna let you go, man. Cause I know you got your people, man. So
keep going. Dog, man, look, when I say, hey, Coach Sheldon Harris, when I said I was like, all right, man, I don't want to pull you just out of the blue and think, but if you got something on your heart, dog, you can talk an hour. I don't give a shit. It's fucking, I'm happy to have you on my channel, Coach. Go ahead and cook, man. It's
just like, you know, you got Trill, you got all these different platforms for Bud to actually have a voice, and it's like his own trainer got the common sense to go on these shows. Bomac, his own trainer, got the common sense to do this, and it's like Bud don't get it. Like, and it's like, you know, okay, you see Bob Arum, they don't promote you. Let me tell you, man. When I was looking at MMA, the MMA bout, and the last big bout before Bud had his fight, and that was damn Amanda Nunes versus some chick named Felicia Spencer. I'm gonna tell you this, man. Do you know, on one hand, I saw one Bud commercial between that time period? One. Okay? But do you know how many Vasily Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez commercials I saw? Oh, man, it was out there every round. And it's like, you know, Bud, they don't appreciate your skill set. You know what Bob Arum's excuse is? You don't have a personality. I mean, you don't connect with the fans. That's bullshit, man. I just don't know what to do, and I don't know how to promote you. And then you got even, crackhead Oscar De La Hoya. Okay, you got him saying he knew what to do with Bud. You got Dana damn White. Dana White running around here talking about, man, hey, you know what? I know what I would do with Bud. I know exactly what I'd do to Bud. Like even Dana White, that shit on fighters every day, said that he can do more with Bud than Bob Arum could. So, now I'm like, damn. This dude already said he don't know how to deal with black fighters, Fannon. He don't. And the evidence is there, man. The evidence is there. And it's just crazy, man. I'm sick of that. And then, all these people calling Deontay Wilder a liar. Look, man, I'm tired of that too, man. I'm kind of done with all the people that's bashing our brothers, man. Like I'm talking about the Spence, Wilder. Even we got there Tank Davis. They killing Tank Davis. Trying to call him a cheater. No, I'm tired of that, man. I can't kick with nobody that continue to bash these brothers day in and day out. Can't do it.
Yeah, man, it's fucking tough, man. Let me real quick. Larry Gonzalez said, "I know you may not agree, but I think Daniel Jacobs has shifted down to lower echelons and become a gatekeeper. In my opinion, I think that's valid. Well, if that's your opinion, that's definitely valid, and it very well may be true. I mean, he looked like dog shit last night. If you say that, I mean, there's nothing I can say out of my eyes that would say that's not true. But the only thing I'm saying is, he might have just been underprepared and really took the guy for granted and came in half-assed, and he put up a half-assed performance. I wouldn't purely underestimate Daniel Jacobs moving forward. That's just one fight. But it did look like crap, and if you believe that, and if that's what it makes you believe, that's very reasonable. Like I can't, when something that is something subjective, like what Daniel Jacobs will do in the future, clearly it's as valid. Your opinion is valid as mine is in that regard, no doubt. Much love, thank you, Brian Corbett. We try it with our best ability, to the best of our ability. Man, my take on the Bud thing, Coach, is as far as Bob Arum, I think that Bob Arum is doing Terence Crawford like, I really think it's a business thing with him. Like, I think it is by and large his model of how he makes money. And but the fact that you say you saw those commercials validates something that I was saying. When Bob says that he's losing money, if you're losing money, dude, you're losing money on Lomachenko. Because Lomachenko is the one that you're paying all of your discretionary dollars on. Terence Crawford's budget, like his what do you call it? His fee should be in Top Rank's. It should be in Top Rank's budget. That's paid by ESPN. It's not like we know who's paying for the fights. ESPN's paying for the fights. So if ESPN is paying for the fight, how are you losing money on Bud when you're not spending any extra money on him? You're spending extra money on Lomachenko, especially when you're telling me, Coach, that you've seen 5 commercials for every one on Terence Crawford. That means that's 5 times the budget. And then since they spent 5 times the budget, but they got the lower average viewership, because what was the average viewership? I think the average viewership for Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez was like 1.54 million. And I think the average viewership for Bud and Bud and Brooke was like 1.75. And that's with real fucked up programming where they had to jump channel to channel, because I remember that fight going, it was a football game, went way over. So it wound up having to move from different channel to different channel. So even though they moved it channel to channel, it still did as good numbers or better numbers than Teofimo Lopez and Vasily Lomachenko, especially when you consider that they had 5 times the promotional dollar spent on it. So I think that Bob's just full of shit. I think that they see value in Bud, but they're not going to do anything with Bud that's going to make Bud some big superstar so they can't afford to keep him. It's kind of like, they don't want to get gentrified out of the Bud Crawford business. You know what I mean? Like he gonna put improvements into the house and all that shit, and then have the neighborhood go up, and they're like, oh hell no, I want $10 million a fight. No, man, I don't think they have the ability under their model to ever pay anybody that type of money. They used to be able to pay that type of shit over there on HBO because HBO probably had a bigger budget per fight. And HBO also had pay-per-view, which ESPN really ain't really into,
Nah, they ain't into it. Well, they ain't into it as far as Bud. Now, they'll do it for Tyson Fury, but they won't. They definitely won't do that for Bud Crawford. I mean, and I hope Bud do. I hope he do leave, man. I hope he do leave, and I hope Bud just maybe change his mindset about certain people because, my last thing with him, man, and then I'm definitely let you get back to it, man. The problem with him, man, is, Bud don't understand. Like he think that, going on Joe Rogan, going on Joe Rogan podcast, he think that that's helping him. Well, that's not, because all of us know that, Joe Rogan is a racist. So now we know, oh, okay. So you'll go do, you'll politic with a racist, but then you won't politic with your own. Okay. So that's what we're thinking. Next. Okay. You'll go over to Brendan Schaub. Oh, dang. Another MMA racist. Damn. Okay. So now you go with two races in one day. And he did those interviews on the same day, by the way. But you won't do one interview with your people. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. We got that. So now this is what we see in Bud Crawford. Oh, okay. Oh, so then after you go do that, then you go do an interview with Kevin Iole. Oh, that's right. Who never defended you when on your way to Undisputed. No, it was us. Everybody else was calling you crap and your resume sucks. And no, we were defending him because he chose to fight Julius Ndongo for Undisputed. Not one video by Kevin Iole, not one video by Joe Rogan or Brendan Schaub or these people that he loves so much. Not even a video by his buddy Ellie Setback that he loves so much. Okay, and by the way, fuck Ellie Setback. Okay, it's a whole lot of stuff, man, that Bud is not doing, and so he's not capitalizing. Now you flip the coin. Okay, look at Wilder. Okay, look at Spence. Okay. I mean, just look at these guys. See what they're doing? They're going out. They're talking to their people. They're going out. They're being sociable. They're doing everything they can to build their brand. And now, guess what? We rock with them. I mean, is it a correlation to why their pay-per-view numbers do so much better than Bud? Because the LDBC has managed to garner the black boxing fans, and we tune into them guys. We pay for them. We're not paying for Bud. I mean, when the last time you paid for a Bud Crawford fight?
Well, I paid for both of them. I paid for that shit with Amir Khan, but I understand what you're saying. Like most people don't even know that shit was happening. Like the one thing, like you could say for these pay-per-views about Errol Spence and Gervonta and Deontay and Manny Pacquiao versus Thurman and all of these pay-per-views that have been Fox, everybody knows about the fucking pay-per-view. Like everybody knows about it. Because the shit's been on, on like the NFL or somebody like, the NFL has publicized it or something like that. But because they don't publicize it over there on ESPN like that, like I don't know how they expect anybody to buy that. I mean, as soon as Bud goes over to if he ever went over to the Fox, dog, I think his numbers would be great, like right away, dude.
Absolutely.
Because they would immediately get all this. Like the idea that fucking Bud's got to promote himself when you're paying a fucking promoter. That's like telling me my fucking bathroom's leaking and I paid a fucking plumber and the plumber's like, hey man, you got to fix your bathroom. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you talking about, dude. You're the promoter. Your job is to promote. Yeah, you're a promoter. That makes your shit like that's supposed to be a fucking verb for you. Promoting. That's some shit you do. But see, that's not what Bob Arum does. Bob Arum's not a promoter. Bob is a fucking middleman. Bob's a middleman, and I think he's a penny pincher. That's what I think he is. I think he's a pencil whipping pencil pusher. And he doesn't promote fucking fights. He hasn't had to promote a fucking fight. So, and I don't think it's – and by the way, the HBO going into boxing and really going into boxing heavy around Oscar De La Hoya time and all that, dude, that really did run – like real promoters left. Because that's Don King. Don King is the real promoter. He's the guy that's out there hustling and making the fight interesting and Not Bob Arum. Bob Arum is sitting there back there talking. Half the shit he talks about is how he can't afford somebody. You know what I mean? Like, listen to the shit Bob Arum be saying. Like, you're a promoter and all you talk about is how you can't afford fights and how people's in the numbers. He sounds like a fucking accountant. Like, the fuck out of my. He's the greatest fighter since Ali. You're not even giving any fucking deep. Why is he the best fighter since Ali? Why? What about his game? What about his match? You know what I mean? But anyway, man, let him know how to get in contact with you, Coach. Man, thank you for coming on the show so quickly.
Thank you, man. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, man. Sir. Hey, man. Yeah, y'all can just check me out at CSH Combat Sports. You know, hey, appreciate it. Thanks for the link, man. It's always a pleasure. Honored, man. Honored. All
right, man. Well, we'll get back again, man. Anytime. Talk to you soon, Coach. Yes, sir. That's Coach Sheldon Harris. Make sure you guys subscribe to him, man. Dude, just one of the best, one of the most real cats around, man. If anything, Bob Arum's racist, dog. Look, here's my thing on calling people racist, and I think that it's a smart thing to do. I don't think you should ever call somebody a racist that does not admit it. They did not say, I'm a racist, I don't like black people, or I don't like Mexicans. I don't think that you should say that because you can never prove it. Because there's all kind of other reasons why Bob Arum can do what Bob Arum's doing. Like, I can think of from a monetary standpoint, I can see exactly what he's doing. And it makes a lot of sense for him because Don King stole a lot too. Dog, look. They're doing completely different things, dog. Bob Arum, Don King might have gotten some people with the money that they earned, but Bob Arum's just not going to let you earn any money. He's just going to take the shit himself, and it's never going to touch you. See? Like, dude, if Bob Arum, I know how, there's multiple ways you can steal from people, okay? Multiple ways. You can steal from them before and make sure they never get the money in the first place, right? Versus all these bullshit charges. Bob Arum will just make sure you don't earn the money. Compare the money that Don King was paying heavyweights in the 1990s to what heavyweights are getting paid right now. You realize that Don King was paying those guys more money in the 1990s than they're making now? Evander Holyfield was pulling in $30 million a fight under Don King. These guys ain't making that. They don't even let American heavyweights have fucking fights now. You kidding me? The heavyweight division went to shit when Don King went away. Because now it's a bunch of bullshit. Bunch of cheating bullshit. Steroid-induced 6'7" fucking cheaters. 6'7", 6'9" fucking cheaters. At least when Don King was around, the heavyweight division was good. The heavyweight division sucks right now. It sucks. And it sucks because you all want it to suck. Won't make fights for shit. You telling me if Don King was running the heavyweight division right now, we would not have already had Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua? Yes, we would. You know why? Because Don King didn't rob us, the fans. Bob Arum robs us, the fans. Nobody complains about the value of a fight with Don King if you're a fan and you wanted to see a fight. The truth of the matter is, Bob Arum's products suck. Top Rank Boxing sucks. The fact that you guys say, we say, oh, they got the best matchmakers in boxing? Right, because they're the best ones at making fights that we already know the outcome of. Dude, Top Rank Boxing sucks. And you know it sucks. It sucks. Top to bottom, that shit sucks. My honest opinion about Top Rank Boxing's cards is that they suck. Just like the card we had last night with DAZN, that card sucked. It sucked. Okay? You know who had the best card I've seen in years? It was a regular Showtime card where they had a 154-pound division. They all fought. That was the closest thing to a Don King card that we've seen in years, dude. Dude, Top Rank sucks. Like, for real, what do you think about Top Rank's cards, top to bottom? Anybody that say they don't suck is lying. When you have all of those fighters that even they never line up all their best fighters and have them fight on the same night. Never. Never. Not even in a pay-per-view will they do that. It's a bunch of separate fucking shows where you know the outcome of every fight, dog. It sucks, okay? It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. Because Top Rank is getting paid directly by ESPN. So they give you the type of fights that they want you to see. Because they don't have to sell tickets to you. Because ESPN, the network, just pays for the fight. Now, it got even worse with DAZN. When DAZN just literally just pays for everything, their fight cards suck. The fight cards that are good are the ones where they have to sell the whole fight card to fight fans. Then you'll see some shit where it's like, oh, this guy, then this guy, then this guy. Wow, what a great card. But you're never going to get that shit with Top Rank. Man, Top Rank sucks. And you know Top Rank sucks. Quite honestly, dog, other than boxing talk, boxing kind of sucks, dog. Because it's like, if it wasn't for the fact that you could always talk about boxing and you love the sport of boxing and you really do get to see, because you get to see so many different fight cards now because there's so much of it on TV that you can see a good fight here, then a good fight there, then a good fight here, then a good fight there. You know what I mean? And you can piece together a year where you see a lot of good fights. But if you want to actually see a bunch of good fights on one night, they're going to have to be on 3 different networks. And maybe then the combination of those may be a good fight card. But the fight cards suck because Bob Arum sucks. His model sucks, right? It sucks for fight fans. How about you give us 4 good fights that everybody wants to see? Like Adrian Bronner fights Ivan Redcash. Then the next fight after that, Keith Thurman fights Ugas. And then the fight after that, you get to see Arthur Beterbiev fight, Jamal Charlo fight Daniel Jacobs. And then after that, you get to see Deontay Wilder and the Tyson Fury. Dog, come on, man. That shit would be something that boxing fans could watch from beginning to end. But they just won't give it to you because they're trying to separate it and figure out how they can overcharge for it. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. Dude, it was terrible, dog. This is the worst fight weekend. This is literally the worst fight weekend of the year. Between DAZN and ESPN. The worst. The shit yesterday was terrible. Tony Yoka went the distance with Robert Helenius. And the only thing that I learned interesting about that was that Tony Yoka has a pretty wife that's also a boxer in France. I learned that. But other than Julius Ndungo versus we didn't know Julius Ndungo was going to get knocked out. Right? It sucked. Both the ESPN card was like whatever, and the card with DAZN was like what the fuck ever. And now we get to go to a fight between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. Man, look, let me tell you something, dog. Don King robbed all his boxers. The like of Witherspoon had to sue him to get his money. Dude, shut the fuck up. And Bob Arum doesn't. Bob Arum has been sued by everybody to get out of his fucking contracts. What are you talking about? Bob Arum got sued they didn't sue him to be free and to get fights. Dude, shut up. You know what they did to Guillermo Rigondeaux? Man, please. You get out of here. They ruin whole careers, dude. They blackball entire careers. You want to say Tim Witherspoon, who got a bunch of heavyweight championship fights, made a bunch of money, had a bad relationship with a promoter that overcharged him. But at least he got the fucking fights. At least he got an opportunity to earn the money. Tim Witherspoon would never fight for a heavyweight championship if Bob Arum had anything to do with it. No way. No way. Bob Arum will have to give Terence Crawford a decent fight. Man, get out of here, dude. You trying to compare. Bob Arum is just as big a thief as Don King. But Don King was a better promoter. At least Don King was doing his job. Bob Arum is out there telling Terence Crawford that he needs to learn how to sell himself. Could you imagine Don King ever saying something like that? Oh, Larry Holmes, Mike Tyson, you have to figure out how to sell yourself. Man, Don King would be like, man, shut up and let me sell you. Man, shut up. I'll do this. I'll do the selling of you. Because that's his job, the promoter. But you think a promoter that's not a promoter that is just really just a fucking desk jockey, a desk jockey lawyer / fucking accountant that learns how to penny pinch motherfuckers to death over the course of 50 years till he's worth $300 million. $300 million worth of fucking penny pinching. Fuck out of here, dude. He ain't losing no damn money. He would rather make $10 million a year every year for 50 years than make $20 million once. That's what Bob Arum's about, man. Get out of here, dude. Bob Arum is on record of bribing the IBF. Bob Arum, how many fights does Don King have on his record where people have been caught with loaded gloves? Answer that. How many times has Don King been caught with his cards having fighters get caught with plaster of Paris in their gloves, skin fucking gloves? Man, Bob Arum has the most rigged fucking, man, all of his shit's rigged. Damn near, looks like. If not by the matchmakers, but by guys like Antonio Margarito. Man, get out of here, dude. Bob Arum, man, get out of here. And his fights suck. I mean, dog, give me a thief that sells me some good shit, okay? All right, this guy over here, who should I go to? The nerd sitting behind the counter that is going to package a used fucking TV and sell it to me. Like, hold on, man. I just got my computer from you, Bob, and something was wrong with it. And when I went and I tried to call the manufacturer, I noticed that there was already an administrator on this fucking laptop. So the manufacturer said they sold you a used laptop, sir. What do you mean they sold me a used laptop? Yes, sir. This laptop already has an administrator on it. If we send it to them, there is no administrator on it. Somebody bought this, named an administrator, and then returned it. And they didn't give it back to us, but they resold it to you. Okay, so that's a legitimate business deal, right? A legitimate business deal where somebody fucking robbed me and sold me a used computer and told me it was new. And if I hadn't caught it, I would have never known the better. Or who's worse, if I go buy the same computer that isn't new, but works completely fine, and the guy sells it to me for a little less money, half the price, but I buy it out of his car. And I'm like, where did this come from? He said, man, it works. Here you go. Half price, but it works. At least you know it's used. One is Don King. The other one is fucking Bob Arum, okay? One is the thief that did it legally, and the other one's a thief that did it out of the trunk of his fucking car, okay? But at least Don King gave me my motherfucking money's worth. In this scenario, I got more than what I paid for. In this scenario, I got less than what I paid for. That, my friend, is the difference between Bob Arum and Don King. If you go back and look at Don King's cards, you could actually see fights where you have Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. and Mike Tyson on the same fucking card. Okay? Great fights, back to back to back. That now they would charge astronomical amount of money to see. Dude, you don't see that shit anymore, man. Bob Arum, Don King was giving us a lot of value as fans. And then the boxers might have said, hey, I didn't get my fair cut. You promised me 50 million and I didn't make 50 million. I only made 13 million. I want the rest of my money. But no, you want Bob Arum, who will just say, I'm going to give you 2.5 million. And then I'm going to spend all of the rest of it on all these other fighters that are fighting for me by marketing them and inflating their value and decreasing yours. But I'm making this. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to me because I make my money off the totality of 30 people and not you alone. Man, those dudes are crooks, man. And it's just which crew. Which crook do you prefer? And I think you prefer the crook that looks like this over the crook that looks like this. And I think that's the only rational explanation for why morons like you would rather see half-ass fucking terrible fight cards that you know you don't want to see, that the hardest core boxing fans are falling asleep in the middle of. Okay? Falling asleep in the middle of it. And they're the hardest core boxing fans you can name. I have seen multiple people on my Instagram talk about the fights last night and was like, I fell asleep. You know why you fall asleep? Because you sit there for 6 hours watching a bunch of fucking fights you don't want to see. Hoping for the one at the end that will be exciting and make it all worth it. But you want Bob Arum. Get out of here, dog. You probably are Bob Arum. Fuck up out of here, dog, with these terrible cards. Cards are terrible. Okay? Cards are terrible. The fight, I didn't even really like the card for Gervonta Davis, but damn, at least it did have Mario Barrios and Regis Prograis on the card. I got to see Regis Prograis, I got to see Mario Barrios, then I got to see Gervonta Tank Davis. And I was like, okay, I like that. But dog, I paid a lot of money to see that. Man, I remember it going to a Don King card, and I saw Winky Wright. I saw Roy Jones Jr. I saw Kiki Kinsley. Dude, I saw a whole bunch of people on that fuck card. It was great. It was great. Yeah, they're just watering it down, dog, and you're paying more for less. That's what they're doing, man. And it's just what it is, dog. You know? Man, y'all hit the like button, man. I don't be asking people to hit the like, dog, but 6 in the morning, 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning with 600 people, dog, you got to love it, dog. Thank you guys for supporting and growing the channel. KP from KC said Arum stole Pac-Man from Murad Muhammad. Yeah, by claiming gloves. You gave me these fucking pillows. All acting and shit. All that acting from Freddie Roach. We're leaving. Manny, come on. That was the revenge of Murad Muhammad when his ass went to sleep. Let's get you on some juice and get you some new gloves. Come on, Manny. Let's get you on some juice and get you some new gloves. Don't worry, man. You'll knock them out all the way up to 157. 7 a.m. in Cali. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, man. Hawaii. Fannon, I don't think it's just promotion companies. It's their contracts, the networks, too. Back in the day, Mosley and Roy fought on the sea. Exactly. There are better cards, man. Better fights, man. Better cards, man. Sorry about that, man. Manny on that juice. Like, come on, let's get on some juice. Get him juice and get him some juice and some new gloves, dog. And he's gonna be 100%. Mr. Mechanical said I was sleeping and it wasn't the cognac, dog. Dead sleep, dude. Come on, man. I'll be looking at some of these fight cards like this, like, man, fuck it, dude. This shit's just not gonna change for more rounds, dog. Like, but dog. Jerron Ennis, dog. Y'all should go see this Jerron Ennis fight. Hey, man, if you guys are not on the Instagram, man, sign up for the Instagram. But hit me up with some questions, man. Don did great cards. Yeah, man, but get out of here, man. We need Don King, man. We need Don King back. So you forgot my super chat, big bro. I'm sorry. Hold on one second. Oh, man. Thank you guys for talking this boxing with me this fine morning. Fine morning. Probably shouldn't be saying fair. That's kind of loaded. Bo one, regardless. Oh. Let me see who said I was missing their chat. Oh, Bo one. Bo one said, regardless of how you feel about King, he definitely made the fights people wanted to see. Exactly. That is what's most important for me. I don't understand why I should be more concerned about the fighters and how much the fighters are making than the quality of the fights that I get to see. What do I think about the Spence Garcia fight? The card, I think that it is Par for the course. It's one very, very, very good fight. One fight before it with the big tall ass guy I want to see, and I'm gonna go see all the fights. But I don't think it's a Don King level card. It's a fight I want to see, and it's worth the money for me to see that fight. So I think as far as the value you get today, it's a very good value. But the value is it a Don King card? No. To be a Don King card, to be a Don King type card, he's got to fight like right next to Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. We should be like, oh, Errol Spence versus Sean Porter, and then Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury trilogy. That would be the type of fight where I'll be like, wow. You know what I mean? But but people got to pay for that. You know what I mean? People got to pay for that. Not the networks, dude. The networks cannot put as much money behind it as people, which is why I'm like, I think we just got to really promote and sell black fighters. Once we start really selling and promoting black fighters, the pay-per-view numbers are going to go through the fucking roof. I'm telling you. But you got to promote them. Like, when is the last time that you saw a 18-year-old black kid on the cover of Sports Illustrated in boxing? When? When have you seen a young black fighter celebrated like Mike Tyson was celebrated when Mike Tyson turned pro? You've not seen it. When is the last time you saw somebody celebrated like Sugar Ray Leonard? When Sugar Ray Leonard came out of the Olympics, when is the last time you've seen a guy celebrated coming out the gate like Sugar Ray Leonard? You haven't. The guy that should have been promoted like that, if people were interested in promoting people like that, would have been Andre Ward. But Andre Ward is a Eurocentrically attractive human being, right? So he looks like the type of person that they would want to sell. You know what I mean? He's light-skinned dude. He's got curly hair. They could take the fucking El DeBarge angle on him. Why didn't they choose to do that? Right? I mean, they talked about all that shit over there in the UK with Anthony Joshua. Why didn't they do that with the young, handsome Andre Ward coming out of the Olympics as an Olympic gold medalist that never lost? Did they treat him like that? No, they didn't treat him like that. No, they didn't treat him like that. That's why he wasn't perceived like that. But if they treated him like that, and if they treated black fighters like that, then black people who have money and spend money would spend money on those black fighters. You think that if you can convince young black people to spend stupid amounts of money on ugly ass jeans that are too fucking tight, you can't tell me that you can't convince these guys to pay for a really good boxing match. Get out of here. They pride themselves on spending stupid amounts of money on shit that ain't worth it. But yet you can't find a way to get these same people, my people, to buy something that they already like? No, you don't want to. You just don't want to promote it. And Al Heyman's not a promoter. Probably couldn't do it. Personality, I doubt very much. With his strengths, that his strengths really do coincide with being out front and being a jovial, let's an attention drawer, right? He is kind of like, he's a book guy too. He's a money guy. They need people who are salesmen. The real top man, the real top cat. Man, what's going on, man? Much love in that super chat, man. Thank you so much, man. But they don't want to sell black fighters, man. If you don't want to sell black fighters, then nobody's going to want to buy black fighters because you're not selling them. Which goes to the point, my man's point. Coach Sheldon Harris, why the fuck are you interviewing with guys that don't give a fuck about you? Like Brendan Schaub had a fucking boxing show. Brendan Schaub don't know shit about boxing. And I don't mean in the ring. He knows how to fight. He's a fucking knockoff of fucking Joe Rogan. And a bad knockoff at that. Because Joe Rogan ain't even that fucking good. Like, the fuck is all this? Dude, these motherfuckers ain't that goddamn funny. This ain't your man. Get the fuck out of here. I wish I could pick a fucking promoter. Let me pick a promoter. I'd have Dave Chappelle fucking promoting boxing, dog. I'd have Dave Chappelle out there promoting that shit. Man, come on. Frank the Trucker in the building. Much love in that super chat. He says, salute for 9 in the chat. How is Bud number 1 pound for pound? Because he beat Brook. He really hasn't done much lately. I have only 2 people on my list, Errol and Jermell. I would add Gary Russell Jr., but he's not fighting. Hey, man, that's very fair. That's very fair. Let me go to that. Let me answer that, though. I have Bud number 1 pound for pound because the way I score pound for pound. I score pound for pound based on the teachings of the great Scrapbook Boxing. And I say the 4 areas of boxing scoring, of the scoring of boxing. Defense, effective aggressiveness, ring generalship, and clean, effective punching. I think that he has the best combination of all of those. However, I think he's going to get his ass whooped by Errol Spence Jr., who is also very strong in all those areas. But his style, aggressive style, I think his ring generalship and his effective aggression is going to be really, really big problems and test Terence Crawford's defense. Because I think the weakest part of Terence Crawford's game is his defense. He gets hit too much. In the last 2 fights, I say he gets hit too easy with straight punches. Like he shouldn't be getting hit like that by Kell Brook, man. Kell Brook was like, bye-bye, like 2-piece in him. Shit, that's the defense is the part. But his defense, though, that southpaw switch adds a lot to his defense. You know what I mean? Jason said, thank you for all you do for boxing, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. It means a whole lot. Let me check this Cash App. I could make sure that I didn't miss anything because I definitely appreciate you guys supporting. And I did not. Awesome sauce. Oh, no, I did. Man, Coach, man, in the building, man. Thank you so much, man. Man, thank you so much for the support. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my man, Coach Shelton Harris. Coach Shelton Harrison. I got caught. I know his name. I was just trying to do 2 things at the same time. Oh, D-Rock said we get a Saturday night. I say 8 a.m. is my time. Yes, sir. You get a Sunday. You get it. Yes, absolutely. Saturday, I'm just going. 8 o'clock in the morning, dog. We talking boxing. Boxing talk with your boy. Fannon is live at 8 in the morning. I ain't got shit better to do at 8 o'clock in the morning. I ain't sleeping all night long, you know. He said Crawford's defense is least effective. Yeah, it's exactly. That's of all that he has, all his thing, his defense is his defense is the most suspect. And the problem is with Errol Spence, that Errol Spence Jr.'s effective aggressiveness is his strength. You know, he's going at you, dog. D-Baki said, I appreciate the grind. Hey, man, you know what? It's not even a grind, dog. At this time, it's not even a grind. I don't even feel like dude, this is not a grind for me. I love this. This is fun. This is just fun. You know what I mean? It's fun. Let me see. There's something else I wanted to talk about, though. Oh, yeah. And that's why I got Errol. That's why I got Errol. If Errol beats Danny Garcia, he is my number 1 pound for pound, though. I am going to move Bud. I know I vacillate. I switch between what I'm going to do, but guess why? Because that's my right. I got an opinion, and I can change my mind. And Danny Garcia, in my mind's eye, I see Danny Garcia getting stopped. Because if y'all are wrong about Errol, like wrong about him not being able to take a shot, not being sharp and all that, if y'all wrong about that, and it's going to be a sparring match too, because it's not like there's a huge, no, there's going to be an audience there. So no, that would be wrong what I was about to say. Yeah, exactly. Spence is very accurate. Hey, Machiavelli Mafia said, Fannon, you think Maul going to fight next if Canelo? Oh, who do I think Maul's going to fight next if Canelo keep ducking? I don't know. Probably is mandatory. Let me see something. Somebody, I'll tell you who it's going to be. Somebody Mexican that the WBC orders. Hey, that's just the truth. I don't mean to be. If I sounded condescending, I apologize. But I just think that's what the WBC is going to do. But let me see. Middleweight. Do. Man, did they not update these shits? Man, Deverenchenko is still number 2 in the WBC. Fuck is that? He just got his ass whooped. Liam Williams? Maybe Liam Williams. Oh, let me see. He should fight Liam Williams. I would love that shit. Let him fight Liam Williams so we can see blood all over the canvas. Liam Williams is who I want to see him fight. Liam Williams. So we can do away with that, dog. Not Jaime Munguia. Man, fuck Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia is going to get massacred, dog. Like, Jaime Munguia just, dog. I would much rather see Liam Williams. I think Liam Williams would be a better fight. I think there's a chance Liam Williams could go 8 rounds. Jaime Munguia is going to be the fuck up out of here in like 4. Like it's just going to be nasty, dog. You know what I mean? Buzz number 1 for beating nobody. No, I'm just telling you, it's this way that I scored. It's the way that I score. And I do believe, like, if you're going just off of resume, then, you know, it's kind of up, dog. Look here, man. How can I say this, man? Bud can fight, dog. Like, Bud can fight. Okay? So, look at everybody else, Frank, on the list and say, okay, would you put Lomachenko ahead of him? No, I wouldn't put Lomachenko ahead of Terence. But Turbiev, no. Canelo's steroids. Errol, if he beats Danny. Who else they got on there? Monster Inoue? Fuck no. Monster Inoue ain't fought nobody. Estrada? Hell no. Gennady Golovkin? Hell no. It's like everybody else on that fucking list got to go anyway. So the problem with boxing is that it's kind of like the discussion we've been having. There's not a lot of really good fights taking place. So everybody you can go down their resume and be like, except for guys that have losses. So like you can't really go down Sean Porter's resume and be like, who the fuck he fight? Because he fought everybody. You can do the same thing for Errol. Now, the reason why I'm saying I'm going to do Errol pound for pound number 1 is because by beating Danny Garcia, dog, in my opinion, with the exception of Bud, he's cleared out that division. Because I expect Manny Pacquiao to fight him, right? And I don't expect Keith Thurman to fight him. Like, by beating Danny Garcia, by beating Sean Porter, by beating Kell Brook, Lamont Peterson, Danny Garcia, I just think, dude, that's enough, dog. That's enough. Especially coming off that car accident. Because that just says something about his mind. But that's just my thing, man. But I can see why people would want to get rid of him. Hey, Frank, that's cool. I know. Hey, Frank, hey, dog, you know you're one of my favorite dudes. But when you say something, I'm going to make sure that I explain it. But I get you, Frank. Thank you. Which is the reason that Bud and Spence needs to be next. I would love to, but Bud's not going to be able to make that fight. Bud's not going to be able to make the fight, dude. Bud's not in a position to make that fight. And that's Bud's fault. That's not Errol's fault. It's Bud's fault that fight can't be made. Bud chose to sign with Top Rank. As a result, he has the baggage called Bob Arum. And Bob Arum said that he only thinks that he'll make a little bit of money off of Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, but he would make the fight, and they can have Terence Crawford if Terence Crawford loses, which means Bob Arum wants a cut of that fight. And since Bob Arum wants to make a cut for that fight, yeah, Ernest, but dude, think. The contract's up next year. So how could he fight Errol Spence next? He can't fight him next, Ernest, because it's up next year. Do you know what next year is? Next year is after December. And it's all the way through December, which means Terence Crawford has 2 more fights under that contract. 2. That is all of 2021, which moves it to 2022. That would give Errol Spence Jr. what? 2 more fights also. 1 in 22 in 2021. Mid and late 2021. That makes it the 3rd fight based on that contract. That's not next. That is the fight after next. The fight after the fight after next. But I appreciate your comment. For sure. Tyson Fury won fair, and your comment disappeared. You got blocked for saying that. But I'll unblock you. I just wanted to block somebody, dog. I just wanted to block you. Just to be like, he blocked me for saying something. I didn't want to block him. See, I unhide you. I unhid you, though. See, I did it and then I undid it real quick. See, I did it and I did it. I did it and I undid it. I just wanted you to get real mad at me for not be blocking people for opinions. Man, fuck off. Fannon ain't never asked you motherfuckers to show up. Okay? Like, dog, man, look. I do not ask you to show up. I be telling you. I tell you. I am talking to black fight fans. That's who I'm talking to. If you choose to come around talking shit, that's on you, okay? Can't keep you from coming, but I can damn sure put you out once you show up. I care about making sure black fighters are not mistreated. I have a focus to the channel, and that is fair. That's not saying that I don't like everybody and I dislike you and I dislike the other person. But the fact of the matter is, dude, don't want cats to be mistreated. And Bob Arum be mistreating the fuck out of some fighters, dog. Guillermo Rigondeaux is a better fighter than Terence Crawford is. Better fighter than Terence Crawford is. And you see what he did to him? Oh, you don't like when I said that. Somebody tell me that Terence Crawford is a better fighter than Guillermo Rigondeaux. Somebody tell me that lie. See, you could be like, but for Guillermo Rigondeaux's not pound for pound, and you got Terence pound for pound, right? Because now Rigo is like, 42. And it's just what it is. He's not what he was. But when he was with Top Rank, he was better at Top Rank than Terence Crawford is at Top Rank. And they shit all over that dude, man. Did not get that dude jack worth of opportunities, man. Because they wanted to do what? Build up Lomachenko. See, y'all forget that Bob Arum did put Guillermo Rigondeaux's career completely to death. Terence Crawford got lucky. See, they recruited Guillermo Rigondeaux. They didn't recruit Bud. Bud got lucky because Bud is just too damn athletically talented and is too good for anybody at Top Rank to beat him. So they've not found a way to beat him yet. But Guillermo Rigondeaux, they tried to get him beat. Then he whooped Donito Donaire's ass. You think and guess what? He only popped up back into the pound per pound list when he got a fight with Lomachenko. But before that, he was the fuck up out of there with no losses. None. And they put him out of there. Let's not forget about that. Guillermo Rigondeaux wasn't beat Donito Donaire, who was really high on the pound for pound list and did not stay in that list. How did that work? But he gets one loss and he's gone bye-bye forever. Lomachenko takes a loss against it wasn't like he's in his own weight class. Lomachenko takes a loss against a fucking prospect in his own weight class, and he at the downside of his career, and he's still on the pound for pound list. Guillermo Rigondeaux moved up 2 weight classes, lost to a guy in his prime who was the #1 guy on the list, and he completely disappears. Man, Terence Crawford is not as good as Guillermo Rigondeaux. But he got lucky. And he's getting paid and making sure he gets paid. And I can respect that. Shady Girl 85, man. Ma'am, thank you so much for joining the channel members, because you will get early access to the docu-series that we're putting up. And by the way, at 12 o'clock today, we will give a one-time viewing of the documentary that we put out in the members channel and in the Patreon. Fahim Satur said Rigo had GOAT potential. Yeah, and they crapped all over his career. Man, that dude is just hell on people at that lightweight class, man. Raj said, I had a dream Pulev whooped AJ. What if that actually happens? I mean, it would be just like predictable. Like, you know what I mean? He needs to be real careful. He's fighting a Bob Arum fighter. And he waited a long time for that fight. So I wouldn't be surprised at all, but I don't think it'll happen. I think AJ will win the fight. Adrian Cole said, if Bob don't let Crawford bring that belt with him, then the fight still won't happen. I mean, dude, fuck the WBO. Like, he can go over there without that belt. He can go over there without the belt. Drop the fucking belt. Who cares? Nobody care about that belt anyway, dog. Keith Thurman called that shit the WB no. That's a mighty heavy criticism, wouldn't you say? With all due respect, this Rigo versus Bud argument is a red herring. We know the real focus. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not arguing with myself. How can I make a red herring for myself? The focus is me. I'm the one with the channel. I'm sharing you my viewpoint. How can I I'm not arguing with myself. Dog, I think you're fake. Goodbye. Dog, you don't know what a red herring is, number one. And you don't know what the focus is, number two. I am the focus. I'm doing a live stream sharing with you my thoughts. Guillermo Rigondeaux was a black fighter that fought for Top Rank, who was, in my opinion, a better fighter than Terence Crawford is at the height of their career. I think he's a better fighter. I don't think there's a lot of people that are going to just say, oh, you're ridiculous for thinking that the Guillermo Rigondeaux that beat Nonito Donaire and went through breaking a bunch of people's jaws in a row at 122 pounds when he can fight at 118 easy. The two-time Olympic gold medalist, Guillermo El Chical Rigondeaux. If nobody's going to say I'm crazy for saying a prime Guillermo Rigondeaux is better than Terence Crawford. Of course I think, and so do you. You guys out your fucking mind if you don't think that. Get the fuck out. Like, stop. All you got to do is look at him. Dog, look at Guillermo Rigondeaux's feet. Man, get the fuck out of here, dog. Bad. Tommy Gunn. I'm not going to throw you out. Get the fuck out of here with that. Okay? Y'all can get the fuck out of here with that. Pound for pound, Guillermo Rigondeaux will fuck up Terence Crawford. Fuck him up. Like, bust his shit wide open. Bust his shit. Baga! If somebody like Guillermo Rigondeaux fought Terence Crawford, man, Terence Crawford's shit is going to get busted because he's not as fundamentally sound. And Guillermo Rigondeaux is straight. Yep. His shit is straight down the middle, dog. Straight down the middle. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Guillermo Rigondeaux is a better fighter than him. And I'll say the same thing about Errol. I'm not taking Errol Spence over Guillermo Rigondeaux. Not no pound for pound thing. No. Look, bro, I'm telling you. Guillermo Rigondeaux is fucking like that, dog. Guillermo Rigondeaux lost to Vasily Lomachenko, and he wasn't even whooping Guillermo like that. Guillermo Rigondeaux was going to get overwhelmed, and he sold out. And he was like, I hurt my hand, I'm out. Y'all ain't never seen nobody whoop up on Guillermo. Guillermo sat down toe-to-toe with some like Solis and what's his name? What's the guy's name that was that damn near beat damn near beat Omar Figueroa's little brother. What's Omar Figueroa's little brother's name? Whatever Figueroa. Brandon Figueroa. The 122-pound champion. Or yeah, one of those 122-pound champions. Dog, that dude was fighting Guillermo Rigondeaux and wobbled Guillermo Rigondeaux. Guillermo Rigondeaux just went into fucking mode and laid his ass out with a body shot. Like, God, man, oh my, man, stop. Dog, Guillermo Rigondeaux was like that, dude. But that's just what people do to fighters like that, dog. Just like nobody's fighting, just like ain't nobody fighting Luis Ortiz. None of these dudes trying to fight that dude, man. Nobody. Because a whole bunch of them are going to get knocked the fuck out, okay? Daniel Dubois ain't going near no... Let him fight. Prove it, Daniel. Fight him. Fight him. Okay? They ain't putting Daniel Dubois near that dude. They ain't putting Tyson Fury near that dude. They're not putting AJ near that dude. They're not putting nobody near old ass, whatever the fuck his name is. I done forgot it already. Luis Ortiz. Damn shame what they do to those dudes, man. But y'all act, but man, yes, and I'm gonna tell you for sure that I believe that Guillermo Rigondeaux is a better fighter than Terence Crawford. His footwork is just on another planet, dog. Like his footwork alone, dog. I don't want to hear it. Like his footwork alone. I don't want to. I just leave me alone with that. Look at Guillermo Rigondeaux's feet. It's a work of fucking art, dog. This dude, I've seen this dude just walk away from dudes. Just walk away from them. Like, dude, his footwork is like Sweet Pea-ish. But Sweet Pea is something else too. Like, he ain't quite Sweet Pea. You know what I mean? Like, he's not quite Sweet Pea. But dude, he's different than Sweet Pea, but he's a special talent, dog. Brian Corbett, I haven't seen enough of an opinion on Rigondeaux. That's because they don't want to let you see enough of Guillermo Rigondeaux to have an opinion. Go watch the Nunito Donaire fight. That's all you need. Go watch any of his fights. No, matter of fact, if you said you ain't seen enough of them, you ain't watched them then. Or you don't know what you're looking at. One or the other. But come on, man. Stop, dog. Stop. Guillermo Rigondeaux was super like that. And people have seen plenty of Guillermo Rigondeaux. Monster Inoue ain't going to go nowhere near that dude. Monster ain't going to go nowhere near him. Dog, Fahim Satur said, we some Grigo lovers over here, god dang. It is. Look, dog, what's my opinion on Inoue? Hype job. Hype job with a great offense that as soon as he fights somebody big enough or strong enough to neutralize his offense, is going to beat the shit out of him. That's what I think. I think he's a one-dimensional fighter. Zoom. I think he's an offensive fighter. I think his defense sucks. And I think somebody with good defense, enough clean and effective punching is going to beat him. That's what I think. He's got knockout power. He's strong, but it's all offense. And when you get somebody that can neutralize his offense, he's going to lose. And he's going to get pot-shotted and beat up. It just depends on if there's a little dude that they're going to put him in the ring with to do that to him. You know? Rigondeaux's going to break his jaw. Like, Rigondeaux's going to break his fucking jaw. Get straight to it, dog. And they're not going to put him anywhere near Rigondeaux. I don't think he's no Rigondeaux level fighter, not even near it. That's what I think. But he's a good fighter. He's a very good fighter. He's a world-class level fighter. Below 135 pounds, he's probably a top 6 fighter. Below 135 pounds. I think he's a top 6 fighter. Below 135. Because that's what I think is the little guys. I don't even think it's really fair to be comparing these little itty ass bitty dudes like to guys that gotta fight guys with punching power. You know what I mean? But guys that have and this is why I say Rigondeaux's better than him. Because Rigondeaux has both. Rigondeaux has defense and Rigondeaux has offense. If Nonito Donaire tries to exchange with Guillermo Rigondeaux, he's going to get his jaw broken. Like, if he starts doing this shit, with him, now his chance is that he catches Rigo because Rigondeaux got a suspect chin. Yes, hoe ass dude. I am talking about the Rigondeaux that quit on the stool in a fight at 130 pounds against Vasily Lomachenko because he said he had a broken hand. Absolutely, I'm talking about him. Now, Eric Ramon, fuck out of my life. One call, you a one and gun, you a one and doneer. You know what I mean? Not like you know how they got in the NBA, like a dude goes to 1 year of college and then he's gone. Dude, Gary Russell Jr. will mash Monster Inoue. That shit's not even a close fight, dog. He will embarrass Monster Inoue, man. And they're the same damn size. But see, watch Gary move down to 122. What would you say? If Gary's like, fuck it, I'm going down to 122 to fight Monster. Dude, Monster, they'll be like, well, yeah, you ain't ever. They'll do Gary Russell like they do Gary Russell with everybody else. Just keep walking by him like they ain't never seen him. Exactly, dude. ESPN manufactures their pound for pound fighters. Absolutely. That's trash, man. Their lists are trash, period. But Eric Ramon, it was nice knowing you. You know what I mean? Inoue would slap Gary Russell Jr., dude. He would land a punch, probably. If Gary Russell Jr. would kill that dude, man. The fuck out of here. You would kill him, dude. It's not even a close fight, dog. Okay? Don't nobody think that's a close fight. Monster Inoue doesn't think that's a close fight. Monster Inoue would never take that fight. ESPN will never let him take that fight. Robert Singleton in that super chat. Oh, Mafia, Machiavelli Mafia said, love the channel and the new start time. Keep it up. Thank you, man. I will for sure. It's a very consistent channel and it's real, dog. Robert Singleton said, Rigo is the Bruce Lee of boxing. Salute Fannon. Yes, sir. Rigo bust that shit open, dog. But, okay. Y'all keep thinking he won't. Casemiro will KO Rigondeaux. Okay, whatever. Fight him. Let's see. All them little midget ass dudes ain't fucking with Gary Russell, though. Okay? Ain't none of y'all fucking with Gary Russell. Who's beating Gary Russell? Gary Russell got cats at Gary Russell got guys at 135 not wanting to fight him. Okay? Gary Russell already whooped the 130-pound champion. And you can't tell me that dude can't make 122. Can't tell me he can't make 122. Because he makes 120, he makes 130, 126 easy. Or tell Monster to come up to 126 and get his ass blistered. Or tell Josh Warrington to get his ass blistered. Or any of them to get their ass blistered. Okay? Like, come on, man. You know the truth. You know the truth. They had Loma lost to Salido. The guy was arrested for stealing beer. Rigo quit against a bigger Olympian. Let me tell you what Rigo did. Rigondeaux got paid. Fuck what everybody talking about with Rigondeaux. Because you guys want to play, you guys want to have fun. Your memories are fucked up. Okay? Guillermo Rigondeaux took that fight because he couldn't get another one. That's the reason. You think Guillermo Rigondeaux wanted to go up and fight at 130 pounds against Lomachenko? No, he did not. You know what he wanted to do? He wanted to beat up guys like punk-ass Josh Warrington, or who's at 122? Punk-ass Leo Santa Cruz, but Leo Santa Cruz wouldn't fight him. He wanted to fight punk-ass Carl Frampton, but Carl Frampton wouldn't fight him. The guy that calls him the guy that stole his name and called himself the Jackal, right? El Chacal means the Jackal. Josh Warrington, who stole his fucking nickname and then refused to fight him, or Lee Selby, who refused to fight him. All those fights that Top Rank wouldn't give him, and all that shitting on his head that Harold Letterman and Jim Lampley did. Yeah, y'all just want to act like that didn't happen to Rigondeaux. Yes, yeah, no, we don't forget around here, dog. We don't forget around here. Who would win between Gary Russell and Rigondeaux? Gary Russell. Gary Russell would beat Guillermo Rigondeaux. Because Gary Russell Jr. is a 122-pounder, and Gary Russell is a 126-pounder, and Gary Russell Jr. is a fucking world-class 33-year-old man, and Guillermo Rigondeaux is a world-class 40-year-old man that's smaller. But will Gary Russell Jr. Rigondeaux beat Monster? Yes, because Monster is a hype job. He's a hype job with no defense. That's not Gary Russell. Gary Russell Jr. is a real fighter who has offense, has defense. He has a clean and effective punching. He has ring generalship. He has all of that, which is why nobody beat him other than who? Lomachenko. Now, Lomachenko beat Gary Russell. Gary Russell was, and by the way, ain't Lomachenko like 10 years younger than Rigondeaux? Man, get the fuck out of here with y'all bullshit. Oh, that was too much, Fannon. Sorry. That was a little extra. Exactly. He stole Chacal. He stole Jackal stole him and ducked him. Stole his shit and ducked him. Inoue is already a 3-division champion. You want him to go up another division? No, stay right there. He's in the same division. See, dude, you're phony as shit, dog. Guillermo Rigondeaux fights at 118 pounds. He's the champion in the same division. Let me see. Let's check. Let's just check, you fraud. But let's check. Let's go to boxing scene with their raggedy asses. They're not bad. I mean, they write decent articles from time to time. I'm just mad at everybody. And let me see. Monster, in a way, I do believe is the WBA. Is he the He is. He's the super bantam. He's the bantamweight WBA champion. Guess what Guillermo Rigondeaux is? Guillermo Rigondeaux is the WBA regular champion, isn't he? Pretty sure he's the WBA regular champion. He is. He's the WBA regular champion at bantamweight. And he should therefore be the mandatory for Monster Inoue at 118 pounds. Hey, Giovanni Afarlo, you just got bodied. Nice knowing you, homie. Keep up with the facts, dog, okay? Rigondeaux, WBA regular. Monster's the WBA super. Oh, Monster ain't got no fans. They're all in Japan. They're trying to make some fans. Most of Monster Inoue's, I have a suspicion that the majority of Monster Inoue's fans work for ESPN. Damn, I missed another super chat, dog. I love it. Gary killing everyone at 126, 130, and 135 is close. Yeah, at 126, he's beating everybody. At 130, he's beating everybody. At 135, it'll be a tough fight. But that Devin Haney fight is a lot tougher fight than people are acting like. Okay. I would take Gary Russell Jr. at 135 over Yuriokas Gamboa for sure. For sure. I think Gary Russell Jr. does exactly what Devin Haney did to Yuriokas Gamboa. 12-round unanimous decision. Tank Gary Russell, yeah, that would love that fight at 130, but they're not going to make that fight. Fuck, who cares about Maloney? Fuck is Maloney? I mean, come on, man. Are you serious? He beat Maloney? Oh, yay. Sign me up. Man, you guys need to get the fuck out of here with this Monster Inoue shit. He's not that good, dog. He got beat up by fucking Nonito Donaire. Stop it. Okay? Stop it. Monster Inoue is a hype job. Stop it. Okay? Hype job. Now, maybe he can come back later and prove that he's like Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. Come back and show that he's a really good fighter after he loses. Then yeah, maybe he can come that route. Nah, does he still have that belt? That belt got beaten out of him, dog. Man, Leo Santa Cruz ain't fighting no more. Bunny Badass said, rocks with you for now, but Rigo talked that loss up. Lomachenko never wanted to fight. Rigo was too small. I am being fair, Bunny Badass. He went up to make money. I mean, are you guys going to say that Bob Foster, when he moved up to fight Muhammad Ali and moved up to fight Joe Frazier, didn't know he was going to lose? Dog, that's the whole fucking point. He moved up to fight a guy that's a fucking lightweight, man. He's a lightweight, dude. At 130 pounds, Vasily Lomachenko was big for 130, man. He was gigantic for 126. He's big for 130. He's a 135 pounder. He lost to a guy that's Lomachenko lost to a guy that's really a welterweight. The size difference between Guillermo Rigondeaux and Vasily Lomachenko is fucking gigantic. Will you guys please, for once, just admit it? Stop trying to hang on to dumb shit from years ago. The only reason Guillermo Rigondeaux got that fight or anybody wanted to see that fight was so he had a chance to make a living. Because they blackballed him. But you guys want to make excuse for Lomachenko for losing for a guy that fights in his own fucking weight class. Y'all need to stop that shit. He took the fight because he had to have that fight to earn a living. He had fought 2 rounds in 2 years for $50,000 a pop. Rock Nation wasn't getting him any fights. Top Rank blackballed him. And he took a fight he knew he was going to lose, and he dipped out from a fight he was going to lose as gracefully as possible to get a paycheck. And if you guys insist on continually dragging his name through the fucking mud because Bob Arum put him in a situation where he could only get a fight against a guy like Vasily Lomachenko, 2 weight classes above him. Man, fuck that. Man, fuck that whole fight. He got a paycheck. That's like Joe Louis fighting Rocky Marciano. And you'll be like, well, you know, Rocky Marciano did whoop his ass. Yeah, of course he whooped his ass, dog. He was well past his prime. He was a shot fucking fighter, but he had to fight because they were charging him all this money on these taxes. So he came out and he fought. How many times are you fucking idiots going to continue to run Guillermo Rigondeaux's name when you know that's the case? He never lost before that. He hasn't lost since then. He hasn't lost to anybody below 130 pounds. And he fights at 118. Man, that's just disingenuous. It's dishonest. Every time you guys make that argument, it is dishonest. You know that Guillermo Rigondeaux is not big enough to fight at 130 pounds. You know it. He's not big enough for that weight class at all. Lomachenko, if he moved up and to fight Errol Spence Jr., because he could never get a fight at 135 and nobody would fight him. And the only opportunity he had was against Errol Spence Jr. at 147 pounds. And then he got in there and Errol mopped the fucking floor with him. What would you say? You would say he moved up 2 weight classes to earn a living. He's not in that weight class. He was too small for Errol. Errol pistol whipped him. But that doesn't say what he is at lightweight. But you guys won't give Guillermo Rigondeaux that same credit because you want to find some way to continually make Monster Inoue look good. Tell Monster Inoue to fight at 130 pounds. Let's see Monster Inoue go fight Gervonta Davis at 130 pounds. Fuck out of here. And Guillermo Rigondeaux, well, what about the other weight classes? Monster Inoue did not fuck. He was fighting. When did he turn pro? At 18? Guillermo Rigondeaux didn't turn pro till he was like 25 or 26 because he was in Cuba. He wasn't fighting professionally when he was small enough to weigh 105 fucking pounds. You don't think there was a point in time when Guillermo Rigondeaux may have been 16 years old that he could have weighed 105 pounds and beat the piss out of one of the 50 105 pounders in the world? Because that's how many quality 105 pounders there are in the world. About 50 in the whole world. None of these dudes are world class at that fucking weight. Because there's not enough people in the world for it to be considered a world weight class. Tio Skills, same size as Loma. No punches thrown for 7 rounds. Tio Skills, same size as Loma. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What do you do? Vasily Lomachenko beat the piss out of that dude for about 3 rounds. But he was fighting a guy that's going to weigh 147. You think that Teofimo Lopez and Vasily Lomachenko are the same size fighter? Man, will you guys go away? Like, seriously, go away, learn boxing, and come back? That man, Teofimo Lopez, started at 135 pounds, started his career. Man, you guys are some liars. You're just liars. You're just liars. He won the fight by keeping a little man on the outside of a jab and a straight right hand, because Teofimo Lopez knows how to beat Lomachenko, just like I said he would. The book has been out on Lomachenko. You switch angles with Lomachenko when he switches, and you keep a jab on him. You don't commit to your punches. And then when he starts trying to walk you down, which is exactly what happened, he started walking Teofimo Lopez down, but he couldn't walk Teofimo Lopez down because Teofimo Lopez is too big. And he started throwing him heavy-ass shots. And then when you start hearing them big-ass things wheezing by you, you stop coming. But wait, you'll see. You're not going to see Teofimo Lopez. You're not going to see Teofimo Lopez fighting legitimate fights. That's why Teofimo Lopez already said he's not fighting Devin Haney. He's not fighting Gervonta Davis, right? Because he's too big and too important for them. Whatever, dog. Y'all keep doing that and I keep making money, okay? You keep thinking that this shit is real and I will keep making my money off of buffoons like you. Vasily Lomachenko is a 130-pounder, 135-pounder. That's what he is. He fought in the amateurs at 132. He is 30-something years old, and he's a hype job to begin with. Oh, I'm throwing about 5 niggas out. Bye, block user. You're gone. What's next? Who else is getting shot? Who else about to get bopped? I don't care if you say Terence Crawford that he's scared or not. I didn't say he was scared. I said he's not fighting them. That's the difference. I said he's not going to fight them. I didn't say he's scared. He already sitting there saying that he's the A side over Gervonta Davis, man. That's not ducking Gervonta Davis. That is beyond ridiculous. Teofimo Lopez let out of his pie hole that he's the A side. Stop blocking us, man. Get out of here, dude. You're out, Robert Garcia. No, I block who the fuck I want to block. Fuck up out of here. You got enough attention, okay? You got enough attention. I told you, if I respond to you once, twice, you're gonna get blocked. Because you're a distraction. Because you're a distraction and you're trying to distract. So a 1, a 2, a 3. You know that saying? You remember that from the what was that? How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? Your ass is a Tootsie Roll Pop. It takes 3. 1, 2, crunch, get the fuck out. Easy money every time, dog. You are disturbing me. You're disturbing my focus because I like to talk to people in the comment section, but you are highly aggressive and you are trollish in your ignorance. Okay, you guys are not going to talk bad. You're not going to talk bad about Guillermo Rigondeaux losing a fight 2 weight classes up. against a guy they said was the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. But yet Lomachenko loses to a prospect and he stays on the pound-for-pound. How the fuck does that work? How does Guillermo Rigondeaux move up 2 weight classes, lose to the #1 guy, and he disappears from the pound-for-pound list, but that same #1 guy loses to a fucking prospect and stays at #7, and the prospect goes all the way up to #5? Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing, wouldn't you say? Pretty bullshittery, if you ask me. Pretty bullshittish, if you ask me. Did you check Mike Tyson on Clad? I don't know what you mean. I made a video about him and it'll be up later today. What do you think is going to happen with Crawford? I think Crawford is going to get $8 million out of Bob Arum, and then he will fight somebody in the PBC. Eventually, that's what's going to happen because he's already out of fighters. He's already out of fighters at Top Rank. But Top Rank is not going to – Bob, I mean, the PBC – well, my God, can I say this, dog? Like, if I'm Al Heyman, I want Top Rank to die. Like, just on the real. Like, if I'm Al Heyman, I'm looking like I'm not going to try to give these dudes anything because they are teetering on their last fucking leg. And if their shit fucks up bad enough, then I might be able to get a third network with ESPN. I could have Showtime, I could have Fox, and I could have ESPN. ESPN had any sense, they would have signed Top Rank, they would have signed the PBC anyway. If they had any fucking sense. But you got Teddy Atlas over there, you got too many people that don't like black folk as much as they should. You know what I mean? Like people that believe the Eastern European is dominating boxing. Well, they got 2 champions. I mean, that domination was thin as shit, wasn't it? Usyk doesn't have a belt. Lomachenko doesn't have a belt. And neither does Wojcik. He doesn't have a belt. Postol doesn't have a belt. How the fuck Ukraine doesn't have no champions? How are they dominating boxing that quick? Went from dominating to dead in the water that quick. You know what I'm saying? But yet, Gervonta Davis can get rid of, can pick up some shit on you. Gervonta Davis can beat Leo Santa Cruz, and Jamal Charlo can get all 3 belts at 154, but they don't go anywhere. They don't go anywhere. It's like easy. I thought for real. No, Super Sam is somebody. Super Sam, why did you copy yourself, Super Sam? You have 2 people in here? Oh, you're the fuck out of here, dude. You are somebody. What are you doing, dog? Do you sign in with a different account to @ yourself? Super Sam Kennedy to Samuel Kennedy? Nah, dog, you're on some bullshit, dog. I'm throwing you the fuck out, homie. Goodbye, Super Sam Kennedy. You're on some bullshit because I've been waiting to throw your ass out for a while. Just so you know. Because I know who you originally were. You're the original guy with that name, but you had a different logo, and you're on my motherfucking block list from early on. And I've seen you multiple times. But now you're Super Samming to Super Samueling. Fuck out of my life, dog. I'm telling you, these trolls are just one person, 2 people with a bunch of fucking screens leaving comments. You guys are so fake. Like, you guys are so fucking fake. You're so fake. You guys are such frauds, man. You guys are just such fakes, man. You guys have no real support. You guys have no real support, man. But look, man, I'm going to get out of here, man. I'm going to do a 2-hour on Saturday. Sunday, we'll be back with my man. But hey, look, You guys are some frauds, okay? And I'm not saying it like I was really on to call people out for being frauds like Tip for a little while. I'm not going to call anybody else. I'm not going to call anybody else out for being frauds, you know? But dude, you guys are frauds, man. And you don't need to be fraudulent, man. Like I see what you guys are doing to try to get these fucking press passes for this fucking Errol Spence Jr. Danny Garcia fight. Like, I see what you guys are doing to try to get press passes. But it's so fucking ludicrous, man. Like, do you really think people really believe that like 200,000 people are watching your fucking video? Like, did you see what fucking Fight Hub did yesterday? Like, I'm gonna call out Fight Hub. These motherfuckers had the phoniest fucking live stream that I've seen in my life. They acted like they had 20,000 people watching a press conference between that weigh-in for Roy Jones Jr. versus Mike Tyson. They look at their stream. They said that they had 20,000 people in that stream. But in the same stream, Fight Hype had like 700. Or maybe 1,200. Who else had them? 4 or 5 other people had regular numbers. But Fight Hub, who cannot get more than 200 people in their live stream at any given time, can magically put up that shit and get 20,000 people. They bought everyone, but all 20,000. If there was 20,000, 1,000, 21,000, I guarantee you 20,000 of them fuckers were fake. This is where and the reason why I'm saying that is because understand where the real boxing conversation is going on. Understand where the real conversations are going on, where the people are really coming to talk boxing, to really share their opinion. Not this fake shit that all these people are fucking doing, dog. Because it makes it so hard to really move boxing when people just fake like what they're talking about is the shit that people want to hear. But watch, when real channels, because there's several real channels, when those real channels grow, watch what happens with the fake ones. They're going to have to start making up lies like they're doing 100,000 views every video for boxing fucking videos. How the fuck was just 3 months ago? It's just so fucking fake, dog. Like, but I'm not going to call it out on a daily basis anymore because I really thought that people really wanted to make things better for black fighters and to really push boxing in a right division, in the right way, where you see guys buying 20,000 fucking views to make it look like their shit's hot when there ain't really been about 1,000 people in there, period. It's just fucking ridiculous, dude. You know the real channels, LDBC channels, new media channels. They're the real ones. They're real ones. I don't know. You go tell for yourself what real ones are. You know what I'm saying? You judge for yourself, dog. You judge for yourself. But if you want to understand for real, what the vibe of boxing is, separate people that are fucking just telling you what some promoters want you to hear from people telling you what they really believe and can support with their own fucking opinions and their own facts. That's what I would say. It takes character, and you are the one with the handful of it. Look, man, I'm just telling you, dude, because I'm just like, dog, seriously. I want to be able to see good cards. I want to be able to see black fighters not mistreated because I think that boxing gets better as soon as you treat black fighters better because it's the big gaping hole in the whole fucking thing is that you see the best talent, but the networks won't promote the best talent. Like the NFL and the NBA they do not do that. They do not do that. You're not going to see in a systematic basis, people tell you that black basketball players in the United States are no longer the best basketball players, while they're still trying to sell you Eastern European basketball players. They try to bring them into the teams and make the sport more global, but they're not going to sit up there and be like, no, cut Kevin Durant. No, make Kevin Durant play center. Don't let Kevin Durant get that ball out on the wing. We need him. See, they used to do that shit. They used to do that shit in football and basketball, right? You know when they used to do it? Jay Horseman, you're trying to get me to start shit, dog. You asked me more one question, I'm going to throw you the fuck out. Okay? Because I think I already know who you are. So let me get rid of you. Because you're just trying to start shit. Goodbye. I already know who you are. So get the fuck out. All right? Horseman, fuck out of my life. I ain't got nothing bad to say about cats in the LDBC nor new media. Everybody else, I can say, fuck them, I don't care. But everybody, but you know what the purpose of new media is and the LDBC. But what you are trying to ask for, Mr. Horseman, is you're trying to get me to try to say something bad about people that I don't want to say nothing bad about. And I don't have anything bad to say about. Of course, he's been doing that's him. Dude used to act like he was in the LDBC. Thought that they would go make some other group of people and they would change the world. They were gonna, dog, get the fuck out of here. Nigga, I'm sitting here now. Dude, I'm 2 hours in and I still got 600 people talking boxing with me and I canceled the show. I got out of the show hours ago. And I'm doing this at 8 o'clock in the morning. And you know why? One of the reasons I changed it? Because I wanted to prove you dudes I wasn't fake. Because I can get 600 people in my chat any day of the week, any time of the day. Any time of the day, provided it's not before 4 in the morning. Any time of the day. 600 people in my live stream at 11 o'clock for lunch. I would have 600 people, 700 people in my live stream if I did it at 8 o'clock at night. I would have 600, 700, 800 people in my live stream if I did it at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's because I've got 50,000 subs and I didn't buy any of them. Because it's real people. Real people. Real people. But miraculously, guys that got 300,000 subscribers can't get 120 of them to listen to them talk. How the fuck does that work? How does that work? I know I've put up videos, and the same day I put up a video, Canelo Alvarez got released from his contract. Don't tell me these people are as influential as what's going on in this channel. It's a lie, and they're just masking it so that they act like if they got the same numbers, they got the same influence. And I'm telling you, they do not have the same influence. I've been saying that. Been saying it. But what they do is they buy the numbers so that they can say, oh, everybody's listening to me. I should be taken seriously because listen how many people listen to me. But if all these people are really listening to you, why, when you go live, don't they show up? Why don't they show up for you? I want to know because I changed to 8 o'clock in the morning because niggas thought I wouldn't do it. Dog, 12 o'clock was always a bad time for me. This is a bad time for me. If I wanted to have a ton of people, I would go on in the afternoon, right when people are getting off work, and compete with everybody else. But these dudes is buying shit, dog, and trying to make like that's not the case. Nah, nigga, you know what it is. It's been like this. I'm sick of y'all trying to tell me I arrived. Dog, I'd been on the scene. Been on the scene. 78 been on the scene. Y'all acting like that dude, man. Come on, man. Bub been putting drama in boxing. Just retire if you don't want to fight it. To fight the elite. Yeah, he's good. He's good. This is my favorite channel. Thank you, man. I missed a couple of shows because of the new time, but I'm adjusting. Thank you very much. But I had to bounce because of that. Because cats thought like, oh, we'll just go over the top of him, or we'll just, we'll just put somebody on big at the same time. Dog, I went the same time as boxing scene. I was like, I'll go on the same time as my man, what's that channel called? The Boxing Voice. The Boxing Voice. I'll go on the same time as the Boxing Voice. That's a big channel, ain't it? Isn't it? That's a big channel. Everybody goes to the Boxing Voice. So I said, I figure if I go to 8 o'clock, my old time, and I go the same time as the Boxing Voice, we'll see. We'll see if it's bullshit or not. It ain't bullshit. And that's a big channel. That's no dissing of the Boxing Voice. But the Boxing Voice, those are their real numbers. They're not, that's real numbers from the Boxing Voice. Boxing Voice numbers, I guarantee, are the same as a lot of these guys. But the Boxing Voice ain't faking it. For real. I'm just saying for real. And this ain't nothing about the LDBC. Cats be buying that shit, man. And that shit makes it look like people care about things that they don't care about. It makes people think you're interested in fighters you're not interested in. For real. That's what it does. When somebody puts 1 million views on top of a video, and you're like, why the fuck does everybody like this cop topic? That guy must be hot. But they're really not hot. They're really not hot. They're trying to make you think they're hot. That's what the big channels do. Hey, much love in that super chat, man. To my man, Kevin Faulkner, says, salute to you. Keep spitting the truth, Fi. Thank you, man. Much love, man, in there, man. Thanks for the noobs. Oh, by the way, noobs. I see y'all around, dog. I appreciate that, man. Hey, let all the noobs know that a noob got a channel, man. But look, I'm going to get up out of here because I know somebody wants to come in here, man. I know somebody wants to go live. So I'm going to get up out of here, man. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. But look, at 12 o'clock, make sure you check out the premiere that's coming up. I am going to let you guys see that video, but when the premiere is over, maybe I'll leave it up for like an hour after the premiere, but it's not going to be up long this afternoon. So you're going to have to check it out during the premiere. I really just want to be in the comment section and talking to people. But 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, you guys it should be up there. All right, Bam Bam, that's what's up. King Leo, that's what's up, man. I'm out. Peace.